Hello, you guys. Welcome back. I felt a calling this morning when I woke up to do a Drusilla makeup tutorial. Because why not? I love Drusilla. Drusilla is literally one of my favorite characters from Buffy, and her makeup is iconic. So I'm gonna try to recreate this look, and I'll put up some inspiration photos for what I am going for. And yeah, let's get into it. I think I did this also with my Buffy makeup tutorial, which is that some of the images on Google aren't great. So if you go on YouTube and look up scenes that they're in, you can get a better idea of what their makeup looks like because you get to see them in motion and they're looking other ways and you can see what their eyelids look like and shit like that. As a primer, I used this Milani SPF 30 primer. I've never been a primer girl before, but I want to try it out because I find that, especially now that it's getting warmer out, I'm very sweaty and oily and things start to shift throughout the day. And by throughout the day, I mean like within an hour. So we'll see what this can do. So I'm going to start with my concealer. I'm using this Maybelline concealer. I don't wear foundation, so I'm gonna be pretty heavy-handed with the concealer today just because she's so pale. I'm pale too, but she's a vampire, so there's a difference. And just to reiterate, I'm doing this for fun. I'm not a makeup artist, so if you're like, what is this bitch doing? Your guess is as good as mine. I'm gonna let this sit for a minute and then I'm gonna go in and do some contouring. I love this contour stick. I use it for everything. It's Anastasia Beverly Hills. I can't not say it like that. I can't not say it like that. Anastasia Beverly Hills. Anyway, it's in the color Fawn, and I'm gonna freaking go to town with this because that's my right. I'm gonna put just a little bit close to my hairline, but not really like contour it just because I feel like she's very, I think I'm also going for like the way that they filmed it. So it's like shadowy, that's what contour is. Girl, what are you talking about? Okay, so this is like the base of where I've put all my contour. I look cuckoo, but that's okay because I'm going for an extreme look because she's dead. She's a vampire, so like really sunken in and snatched. I'm gonna go back in, suck in like this, and do that some more because I feel like it's not enough. I'm going for extreme. Okay, if it wasn't clear. I'm going to blend out all of the concealer with my finger because it's the best blender. I'm taking some of the concealer that I put underneath my eyes and going down the side of my nose. Also, not to brag, but this is actually like the perfect time for me to have really dark circles underneath my eyes because I kind of like already get that Drusilla vampire effect. Like I don't have to really build up to it too much. So again, don't mean to brag, but the vampire undertone is coming naturally to me. Again, since I don't have a foundation, I'm just gonna be a little bit more heavy-handed with the concealer on parts of my face that are pretty red. And I'm also gonna go like this. I'm kind of essentially just using my concealer as somewhat of a foundation, but you know what? Girl's gotta do what a girl's gotta do. I know it looks not very blended or not very good, but it is what it is. I feel very Burton-esque. I'm kind of loving this. While I'm liking how this dewiness looks on camera for the role of Drusilla, we gotta matte this bitch up. So we're gonna mattify as much as we can. I've got very oily skin, so we'll see what can be done. But I'm using this setting powder. What is the brand name? I used to do like, is it Ipsy? Is that what it was? I did like a few months of those bags, and this was one of the things that came in it. Watermelon Burst setting powder. I'm not sure what the brand is though. It's got this little bow on it. Whatever. So I'm gonna do that. I feel like whenever my skin starts clearing up, I'm like, let me do a makeup tutorial so heavy that we're gonna go right back to square one. But you know what? It's for art. It's for art. This is my art. I'm going to go back under my eyes and just go like this and let it bake. Okay. That's that. I'm gonna just take this moment before I start my eyes to put some eyebrow glue on. I'm gonna do my eyebrows after I finish the eyelid because I want to see what the color looks like before I alter my eyebrows. For my eyes, I'm going to be using two of my favorite palettes. Both are from ColourPop. They make my favorite eyeshadows. Not gonna lie, I just think that they're amazing. So this is the Cloud 9 palette, and this is this is their Ballad pressed powder palette. So what I'm first gonna go in with is a base coat, and I'm going to use this all fluff white color as a base to go over all of my eyelid. The next thing I'm gonna do using the same Cloud 9 palette is, which by the way, like I'm holding it carefully because one of them shattered and I'm trying not to spill it everywhere. I'm gonna go in with this Steal My Thunder shade. I'm gonna use it on my crease. Yeah. And this, I'm just trying to create more of like a sunken in look. Okay, so from this Cloud 9 palette, I'm gonna go back and put on my eyelid this purpley, metallic-y gray color called Ecstatic. I'm gonna take another eyeshadow brush and try to start building out the shape of it. So the next thing that I'm gonna do is, and I'm hoping I don't mess it up, is do this like purpley cut crease thing that she's got going on. So using that other palette from before, Ballad, I'm gonna take this Fate color. So I'm taking like a little smudge brush. And let's see if I can just start drawing it out. Kind of looks like it like softens out at the edge instead of like being a harsh line all the way through. Like it's kind of like harsh here in this area, and then it kind of feathers out. This is really making me wish I had colored eye contacts to really like make the whole thing come to life, but I'm gonna go back with that white eyeshadow to like correct where I kind of messed up. Because like I still want to have the separation between that line and the brow bone. So next I'm using this Makeup by Mario eyeliner. This is gonna be like real trial and error, building it slowly because I don't want to fuck it up. So I'm gonna use this flat edge brush and go like this so I can start building the shape with more precision, and then I'll fill it out. I'm gonna go back over these lines with this Prose color in the Ballad palette and try to make it just a little bit more dark. I feel like this is not really looking like the picture, but we're doing our best out here, okay? It doesn't look like a super harsh like cat eye like how I have right here right now, so I'm gonna try to blend this out a little bit. In an effort to make this a bit more snatched looking, I'm going to take some concealer and just go right there. I'm gonna use this brush to blend this concealer out. And then I'm just gonna put more of that powder right here. And I'm gonna go back in with that, what was it called? The Ecstatic color, and just go a little bit more on my lid because I feel like I've lost some of it. I'm gonna take more of that white color and just go in right here. To kind of bring more dimension in, so it's not so one note. So again, just using that white powder. And I think that's it for the eyelids, okay? What do we think? What I decided to do is I'm actually using this gray brownish crease color that I used to crease my eyelids with. It was the Steal My Thunder shade. I'm just gonna fill it in with this because I think it works better. Okay, so for mascara, I'm just gonna put a little bit of this L'Oreal voluminous stuff. Her eyelashes aren't too over the top, and I think she just has it on the top lash line. So I'm just kind of being basic with this. So the last thing I'm gonna do before my lips is blend out all of this powder. This might be a bad idea. I'm gonna take more of this grayish crease color and use that to contour my nose a bit more because I don't want to add more of any like a brown undertone. I want to keep it as cool as I can. Okay, last but not least, I'm gonna do my lips. I'm using this MAC lip pencil in the color Stone, and I feel like this is a pretty good match for what she's got going on. And I'm just blending it with my finger. I feel like on her it's a bit heavier on the top. I'm gonna take a little bit of concealer and put it on my lips. My lips are dry and gross, so just ignore it. I take a little bit of this lip gloss from Saatchi Beauty it's called Bunny Tongue, and I'm just gonna put a little bit on because she does have a little bit of a gloss. So that is the completed makeup look. I don't know what we're thinking. I'm pretty happy with it. I feel like it's a loose interpretation of Drusilla, but you make do with the tools that you have, okay? And the skills that you have, okay? Okay, so this is the final look. I'm kind of impressed with myself, I'm not gonna lie. I'm digging this. Something that I did off screen with my makeup that I didn't show was that when I was looking in my mirror that gets a lot of natural sunlight, I wasn't liking the contour. Like I wanted to be more extreme with it. So I took that same gray eyeshadow that I've used on my crease and then I showed contouring my nose, and I just like went over my contour with that, blended it, and then put more setting powder right below it to soften it. And this is the final look. All I did with my hair was it's a half up, half down situation with about 1,000 pins. Like, don't look at me from behind. Don't look at me from behind. You do not want to know what's going on back there. It was pretty simple for the most part. I just teased my hair and put it in a half up ponytail and then like pulled slowly to kind of give it more of that voluminous effect. What do we think, you guys? Spike! Spike!